Hey, you guys, thanks so much for coming back to the CONVO Conversations with your girl, Carla. First and foremost, do not be shy. Go to my channel and subscribe. Click that like button down below to let me know that you're liking my content. Now that we've got business out the way, we're about to get into our conversation today. All right, Dr. Seuss, I hear myself rhyming. Anyway, the conversation today will be about tongue twisters. And I'm not talking about how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, or she set her shoes by the seashore on a sunny day. Not those type of tongue twisters. Today, we're going to be talking about how we have twisted our lives with our own tongue, the power of our words, the power of our thoughts, and the power of our sarcasm. So let's get into it. All right, so first I want to talk about our thoughts. Then I'm going to talk about our words. Then I'm going to go into our sarcasm, our thoughts. I think, therefore I am. I remember when I was in high school, I was trying out for the track team and I psyched myself out. I said, I don't think I'm gonna be able to run fast enough. And these are thoughts. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this or do that. Or I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it because I don't have any experience in this. When I tried out the day for tryouts, I was already psyched out. I had psyched my own self out. Why? Because of my thoughts. Our mind doesn't know what's real and what's not. So whatever we feed our mind, that's what it's going to take and make reality. So when I got up to the line to start running the 100 dash, I was already defeated the first time. I remember I asked the coach, can I please go one more time? And when I went around the second time, I changed my thoughts. I said, girl, you can do this. In my family, we say, you're Cunningham, tough girl. You can do this. And the second time I ran the race, I came in second place, but I made the team. Our thoughts are so powerful. When you wake up in the morning, what do you think to yourself when you look in the mirror? How do you think about your day? How do you think when you're driving to work or when you're headed to the gym or when you're headed to run your errands for the day? Do you think today is going to be a great day? You know, it's going to be positive. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be full of joy. I'm going to get all these tasks done. Or do you think, I don't know how in the world I'm going to complete these tasks in one day in 24 hours? Like, I'm already stressed from yesterday. Then I got this crap coming next week. Or do you encourage yourself? Do you edify yourself with your thoughts? Our thoughts are so important. Have you ever been around somebody and they're a pretty quiet person and they don't talk a lot, but you can tell by being around them, that person's kind of insecure. That person doesn't really have any motivation about themselves or this or that. That's because their thoughts is creating their atmosphere, their life. It's creating their vibes, their aura, their energy. Is creating all of that. So that's why it's so important to monitor your thinking. When a negative thought comes in your mind, you say, oh no, no baby, I'm a queen. I am more than a conqueror. I am victorious. I am not weary. I am a warrior. I am not sad. I am sanctified, whatever. But control your thoughts. It is so important that you think positive things about yourself and you feed your mind positivity constantly. The second thing I'm going to get into our words. You already know I was going to get on the words. If I was talking about the mind, I'm going to talk about the mouth, baby. So our words are so important. It says the scripture says you have the power and the authority to decree a thing and it shall be established unto you. And then it says life and death are in the power of our tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. That is scripture. That's why our words are so important. I remember one time in my life, and I've seen it in other people's lives, where they'll say, man, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this. I said this was about to happen. Yeah, and it happened because scripture says you have the power and the authority to decree a thing, and it will happen. It will be established. So if you knew it was going to happen, and if you said it's going to happen, do not be surprised when this happens. That's why you'll never hear me say I'm broke. You'll never hear me say I'm poor. You'll never hear me say I'm defeated. I'm like, oh no, baby, I ain't broke. I'm in an exchange shortage. So, you know, I'm between an exchange. I'm not poor. I'm not defeated. I'm not dumb. You will never hear me speak that verbally, especially not think it, but you will never hear me speak it, because if you speak it, it's going to come alive. What are some things you have been speaking in your life that you see fruit of today? You can't blame anyone but you, because these are the words that you have spoken that have created and shaped your life. So that's why it is so important to watch our thoughts and to watch our words. And the last thing, you guys, is sarcasm. Like I said early in the video, our mind doesn't know reality from fantasy. It doesn't know imagination from real. Whatever we say, it takes it as real. So like when we say, hey, you should go try this, you should go do this, they be like, I'm never gonna do it. Or you're right, girl, sure, you're right, you know I'm not capable of that. You know what your mind's saying? You sure ain't capable. You sure can't do it. You can't do it. Yeah, you ain't gonna do this. You're not gonna be successful in this. Why? Because sarcasm is just as powerful as us being serious. Our mind, our thoughts, our spirit, it doesn't take it any differently. Sarcasm, that's how, and sometimes I've heard people say things sarcastic, and I be like, that's how they feel for real. That's their thoughts. Those are their thoughts for real. That is how they really think. They're just saying it in a jokingly way. So I just want to get on here for a couple of seconds or two and talk about tongue twisters, twisting our lives with our tongue. Make sure you monitor your thoughts. Make sure you monitor your mouth. Make sure you monitor your sarcasm, which goes along with your mouth, and watch your life change. There are so many things in my life that I have seen drastically change when I changed my language, when I changed my thinking, when I changed what I spoke on a daily basis. You will see your life change if you change your mind and if you change your mouth. All right. Thank you so much for tuning into the CONVO Conversations with your girl, Carla. Do not be shy. Go to my channel and subscribe, and make sure you hit that like button down below. Thank you. Peace.